It's speed, Alan. That's what it is.
I told you they'd be aggressive.
You're
I
right.
did warn you.
Eternal Fire are right there with him. Back over towards Heaven. The retake is on.
Where's the util? Flash comes in now to Heaven. Emo goes straight in. There's a player behind the box. Players are all around. And there were just simply too many Reason members to be overcome there. Quite an easy afterplant for them, all said, after they dodged the initial flash. So, poles on the board. And Eternal Fire will be kicking themselves for leaving A so open there.
I think Reason might be the greatest team of all time.
Big data set you're working off with
that's the smoothest A rush I've ever seen. Just single-minded, no double guessing.
Let's see how they allocate the forces on the defense. Just got Beanox towards main at the moment. Double ramp start. And Emo's going lower. Well, how's Frontside got a kill already?
I think Mari might have actually just walked into him. Master's also going to be the next one to fall down, and this is... you're right. I love this.
They're the most entertaining team I've seen for a long time. Maybe outside of Frontside, because he always lurks and SPARTA warping. It's really hard to distinguish the other players, because they're just a death ball. They're just players with such pace. It's very hard to understand individually how they function. And maybe that's part of the idea, really. They always are going to operate as a unit. Perhaps waiting for a reaction. It's not coming.
Do a spam from Master to make sure that no one feels comfortable actually coming in through the smoke. Beanox has found one. And as they start to move forward, this is Emo's time to shine. He's able to find the one, repositions, getting ready for further aggression. This is exactly what Eternal Fire needed in their Force Spy, or rather Half Spy.
This board is on impossible now for the T side. It's just so many angles they need to cover, and that is the death blow. Okay.
Whoa!
Masks here to play. This is one way for Eternal Fire to announce themselves into this series with a bang. With barely any help from his teammates. Oh, and he's down the vent.
There you go. Just what you want to see. If you tell me there's going to be a maniacal team on Nuke, I want to see vent drops. And right now, I've just seen a bomb drop. It's been recovered. That's not an issue. But Beanox, that's a big one.
So, when a player gets down the vent, you kind of got two choices, right? You can either respect it and start rotating and put numbers lower and whatever, trying to cover off and stop them getting all the way into control or whatever. Or you can ignore it. And you can keep numbers up and you can try and kill these players on the cross. And that's exactly what Eternal Fire are going for. It's all well and good having this player lower, but if the bomb can never get there...
Now this round isn't completely over. The bomb will be planted, and Frontsider has an opportunity to find a kill back in towards ramp. Flashbang in will be dodged. This could be two if he's able to get the quick frags, but they're being good about this. Frontsider still might just be better. 2 kills found very quickly. Another one has already transferred himself over. Double doors peeking in, puts himself at risk. Mari could have fallen there.
It makes it exciting.
I'll give you a round to think about it, because right now it's still guns on guns. If Reason lose overhead, that might change. Money's not very good for the T side, and they do not want to give up that initial streak that they built up all that easily. Up for me more, however, will make things a little bit more difficult. Frontsider is now an outsider, outside of the server. Haha, got him. Beanox, they're trying to move over without the smokes. They'll be able to find that first kill. Another player comes through. It's Mask from Heaven, who's only good for the one. Forced back by the spam. And Antivirus is actually trying to get a bit more map control. That attempt is thwarted. Masked. Out of reposition, finds another kill. 4 versus 2 is Reason likely to take the knee.
Bit awkward. Frag is found. SPARTA hasn't got a lot of room here to maneuver.
It's got time.
I think he just gets peeked on the tap.
I mean, the question is, does Skalix try and risk it earlier on? Because he does want to try and set up for Maybe an anti-plant play, but oh, but this is perfect. This was perfect. He almost had the advantage over there. He sees the elbow first as well.
But everybody would drop their flashbangs to one player.
Okay.
And they would chain flashbangs through the skylights, and they would explode behind the bomb, behind the site silo. So you could run in and not get blinded by them. And it didn't really ever work. On paper, it was brilliant. It was the best round ever. But I don't recall it really ever working.
You can blame Endpoint.
I think we might have ran it. I can't remember.
Well, you definitely did in a scrim or two, but yeah. That's time gone by. Fantastic damage, to be very frank, considering that Calyx is able to start things off with 3 kills. Reasons already found themselves 3 of their own across the team. That is stunningly good. Should Emor miss a shot? Should Emor misstep? The pressure is on. Now look, Suanko, 9 times out of 8 does not win this round. And this is one of those 9 times out of 8. Sounds like something only players in college would want to try.
If pro teams would do it, it was honestly really hard to stop. Because Cobble was just
well,
stupid.
right now, Beanox is a bit hard to stop over here as well. Suonko just runs into him, knife out, dies midair.
I did tell you they wouldn't slow down. I've been right so far. I
Well,
also
Beanox
warned
isn't
you that
slowing
their
down
aggression could lead to problems.
Antivirus. Careful over here. Beanox will be deleted at the end of the day. Mars is also going to fall down and in through the smoke, and Calyx's 1 versus 1 is going to be incredibly instrumental if it ever ends up coming. Mari, forced back by Fnatic, is forced to re-peek as well. He knew the frontsider might be able to come through from the side and really just put him down. So despite the advantages that Eternal Fire are able to find early on, those are all gone. 2 versus 3, Calyx, the only player who can really take the lead. There's no one to peek Emor, no one to give that one up. And as Antivirus is in a weird off angle, he'll just get the better of him. Antivirus is the reason why they have taken this round. 3 kills, each one better than the last.
To lessen the numbers and force Eternal Fire to start moving around. So a big recovery. That goes down to the bomb. Should have kept an eye on the money. Should have worked out.
There is a villain here, let's put it that way, in Alan's head. But this is real life. Sometimes the villains can win. Flashes out and over. Molly into credit. Beanox out in the open. Emor with 1. Emor can't chain things together. And with Antivirus still alive, it's Mari who comes in from the side. Gets his revenge. It's that very same smoke through which he died earlier on. But the round is still on as well. Frontsider, last healthy man, aggresses right into ramp and B. And now as they're worried about him coming through, it's more about who's coming down. Suonka playing up in heavens, a man down below in hell, and Frontsider refaces versus Emor will finally fall to Mari, but the players can drop down into the A-bomb side, they will do so. Mari hears that, will give the call out as well, but with the smoke still present and ready for main, that is only going to come down to whether Antivirus stays alive or not. This round is going to be controlled by 1 kill potentially, and Antivirus, will he be looking back in time? He just misses it, just barely. Moss still worried, Moss still scared. Antivirus now crouches away, and with a single kill found, it no longer matters. Moss is down to 6 HP. Suonka just has to play off with his flashbang, and why would he? When he can just take the peak. Reason will be the villains, and they will be victorious 6-4, and this CT economy, it might be getting dusted. Maybe wait for the other team to aggress. That should be it for Reason. Will it be
all bets are off now. Where's that come from? Calyx
Calyx gets onto the ladder.
They've ceded so much space now outside. They've got to react. They're in lobby. It's all well and good, but I think you'd rather be in heaven than have lobby control.
Enoch, 2 for 1, but he's lost out his anchor. With Suonko coming in on the flank, he knew his life was forfeit eventually. Eternal Fire are not just going to be conceding number 7. It feels like they might be giving up 8 as well with just this round loss. Mari and Emor, big argument to save.
They'd love to at least get their hands on some proper rifles. I don't think there's any nearby. Most will be on their side. As Emor goes looking alone. Not quite sure what's going on there. Mari's clearly on the lookout for a gun. And he gets an M4. Needs to start running though, or this bomb will take his prize away. He could be out of dodge.
That's what it feels like. Incredibly under-equipped, and Beanox is good on the trade with frontsider, sure, but he would have needed an M4 to win the duel.
Good trades. Just need to navigate the scouts. And, well, that's one way to do it.
That helps.
Definitely helps. A couple of these guys are low, but frontside is very much a difficult position to kill. And still there's going to be a fall on their side, I bet you. And Sanuka's going in first. They're playing it well. Sanuka's going in first so that he can be traded. All we need is some of his utils go down on ramp.
Nice.
It should be okay. Decon is wide open. They need frontsider to help, because this is not a given that this bomb's going to go down easily.
So as we find an antivirus is able to win it regardless. Reason will find 8. But now it's second half. Now this is where that relentless aggression can hold you back a lot more now that Reason are on the CT side. But is it going to happen? What a shot from frontside. Calix is gone. Mast is out. 5-on-3.
Feels like we're already starting to say goodbye, Nuke, because this feels done. Got to kill SPARTA to recover this pistol round. That is a prerequisite. It's being so annoying. Finally failed. Antivirus comes looking. Certainly not scared to allow individual duels, but Antivirus just about wins out. Mari here gets a response. But Shinoko has the bomb. Now he's definitely got the bomb.
Wait, did you say Sonoko? Is that how you pronounce it? Because I've been calling him Suonko for
yeah, no,
the
Suonko is definitely right. It's just,
okay, got it.
It rolls quite well saying Sonoko.
Sonoko does sound quite nice. This isn't over. 35 seconds and Beanox has actually recollected the bomb as we are contemplating phonetics. It is more about the kills. Beanox backed off out of there. Could be going back over towards the A-bomb side. That's the plan. That plan interrupted. Frontsider starts it and ends it. Bava, a name that I have not really needed to say all that often, and he will be missing a shot of a hair, missing his life on top of it, but he's set up for Fnatic. He's going to be long range with the MP9? Looking for the deal versus Mushroom? All right.
Tends a lot of this as well when Reason lose rounds. It's all a bit mad. It's all a bit chaotic. Frontsider commits lower. Might get Mari off guard. Oh my god.
Unfair. Unfair. Even gets a headshot. Can allow Eternal Fire to dream or not. Emor out and about. Elbows spotted. You can't peek this. You can't peek this. You can't peek this. Antivirus comes in for Bill as well. It was going to be a bait peek. Antivirus gets 2. That is fantastic.
They take 1 round off and then they're back. I love it. What are you supposed to do when Reason comes for you? Monte will do very well to get a bomb plant, and that still feels out of reach. Oh dear.
Eternal Fire have a lot of map control in this round at the very least. They have full access towards outside and hell. The response is going to be Suwonko and company actually pushing through for a lobby points. Fnatic on the other side of things will get the better of Calyx, who is supposed to be the stable hand to prevent something like this from happening. It's more damage dealt, but Antivirus, as he often has on the CT side, comes out on top. And speaking of on top, Beanos is on top of heaven, and what a shot from him. Spava eliminated, the only player who feels like getting bested, and I don't entirely blame him. It is a maniacal game for an operative play. 12 for Reason, soon to be 13 if things pan out the way they should. But Moss and Ebor still fighting back in this 2v4, turn 1v3. It's gone. Reason Gaming will take their own map pick, and there was never a doubt in our minds about that throughout this entire first map.
For my money, that was about a 25 to half an hour map. So quick. All the rounds. So aggressive.
After a devastating nuke, we look to see what Eternal Fire will be doing on Overpass, their own map pick. Reason Gaming look to be fantastic, but can they continue to, as the kids say it, slap? Hey. Bonsider, oh my god, he's just gonna keep it going. 2 quick kills found with the dualies, wants to go for more, of course he does. He's got Antivirus behind, as a flank will activate. And it's all Emor in the 1 versus 4. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't met Reason Gaming, here they are.
He just sort of accepts that Reason Gaming exists 3 rounds down every half, but that has not been the MO on this second series.
Well, Force Spy has gone incredibly well for Eternal Fires. They will be able to take over the B-bomb side of an overpass. Obviously, the most recent addition to the map pool is where Eternal Fire look to find home ground. Antivirus is a goner, and that leaves Spava in an uncomfortable saving position. Spava's, as an AWPer, is the lowest rated player on this team, generally speaking, but he is making it work right now. A flashbang that Calyx dodges and is able to adjust. He still does get the win.
Got a lot of space here towards B water. But that doesn't count for all that much. Maybe it does now. Look at that.
I think the problem will be if Beanox is found out, and right now as they're peeking forward, they're about to be given the rude awakening. It's going to be 3 players. Oh my god, Antivirus! This guy is getting more kills than AVG, Avast, and McAfee combined.
Yeah. Definitely the most effective antivirus I've ever seen.
The only one who doesn't slow things down. That is just a magical round. 5 alive in the Force Spy. How often do you get to see that?
Does anybody
CP
actually use an antivirus anymore? It might have been Avast.
That was a very common
bad.
one. So AVG and Avast was slightly better, but the thing was that when Windows Defender got good enough that you didn't really need to constantly do it, AVG and Avast was so resource intensive, it was stupid. Anymore does find Spava, put him down, and in the meanwhile, Antivirus will be flanked. So you've got yourself a double kill to start things off.
It's going to be one of those games. It's going to be one of those games.
Thank God for that. Mast is very solitary over here. And Emor has made noise, if I'm not mistaken. This is going to be a double swing that's being planned out, but with a shadow advantage, Suwonko picks up the bomb. The grenade will pop in front of him and obscure some vision, but Emor isn't going to be in a position to actually take advantage of that. It's Calyx who uses the range in his favor. So, it is a 2 versus 3, but time is the problem.
This is a close call if they're going to run this. It's going to be B. They're going to have about 3 or 4 seconds to spare, and frontside it is ready and waiting. If you can buy even a couple seconds, that might be enough. Keep an eye on the timer. Yeah, 1 more second, he probably would have saved it, but This is going to be really tough now. They do not need to peek this man in heaven.
You'd hope that they don't, and indeed, Eternal Fire, the voice of reason in a lot of ways, will make sure that they stay away. Fnatic, however, not a man who believes in saving, only saving the day. Remember, the CTs might just have a buy over here in the next round. Oh my god, he's sticking it. He's got the kid as well. They might not be expecting it. He gets it done. Reason. Defy logic. They defy convention.
So as expected, frontside it is Monster. Got that one right. What do we got here? Bit of pressure into B water. I don't think they're going to go for a full retake, but they might boost after this. Cleared out the close angle, but I'm afraid to say, Suonko, that these Eternal Fire players have played enough overpass over the years to know exactly what that molly means. If I know what it means, they do. That's for sure.
Senility has not struck yet. 3 players coming in from Monster, 1 from B short. Mars is likely going to be the late contact, but the problem is that you have a rotation. It's Mr. Antivirus. Incendiary in his pocket, and with 35 seconds left, if he deploys that out towards short, this becomes a single-prong assault. Front side of the house just picks up kills instead. Who needs incendiaries when you can just get bullets to connect? Rotations are called over. Spava will not even be needed at the rate that this is going. Master's just going to take the fight versus front side and lose it. Spava, however,
I love it.
Wanted in on the action. The words of a coach.
Motivation.
Or the fears of a coach.
I don't know how you coach this Reason team. I mean, how do you dare tell frontside what to do?
Well, you try and tell Spava what to do around frontside, and Spava is going to be able to find that second kill. Suonko pushes forward, gets kill number 1. Spava's right there as well. Eternal Fire, who were counting their lucky stars, are now counting their fallen brothers instead.
That they can't even react. Oh, it's so painful.
I need to see their VRS ranking, man.
Suonko has just absolutely minced them. He was just playing an off angle by default and completely destroyed Eternal Fire.
I don't know how well you integrate these players, but this is a team that is showing off some real good stuff right now. An Antivirus, one of the primary contenders of it as well. Spava giving backup there. And in this 4 versus 3, Spava now pulls out the 5-7. The monkey business seems fitting when Suonko is in behind him. All Eternal Fire can do is run around, jump through vines, and hope that their Mac 10s can find a kill. That hope is gone. The round lasted 34 seconds. Reclamation of Banana. Suonko and Scala should be enough, but if Antivirus is able to come through on a late flank, that could make things even worse. Calyx, however, finds Antivirus, and that means that late flank is gone. Suonko, a lot to do.
Reason to take a risk. They do actually know that B is very unlikely to be tested soon. So I'm a bit surprised they haven't gone free A just yet. That feels like the obvious move in this position. Suonko, only the one. Gets traded. It's going to leave a lot on Spava. Now this smoke is down. He's got to go through it. Can't connect. Yeah, it's starting to look like a save already. Frontsider decides, my name is Frontsider and I fight. But it doesn't work.
Fnatic has pulled off a crazy ninja defuse.
I'm not sure my heart could take another.
I'm not sure Eternal Fire could take another. And look, credit out towards Eternal Fire. Being able to bring things back in this round. Slowing things down purposefully. Recognizing that, okay, you know what? In almost every single round, Antivirus strikes in the mid-round in from Connector. He's been very mobile, and because we haven't been contesting him early on, he has that opportunity. So if we're not going to contest him early, we have to force that fight before we progress.
Because I was really nervous about that timing. But unfounded were my nerves. And Antivirus decided to go back where he was before. Spava picks up the opening as they're going so contact heavy, these T-side players. Does combine for the trade, but this is This is risky business when you know Sparva's around. I love a bit of info. If they had a tad more info, the B guys would start pushing for reason. That's really what they want right now. Moving around a lot.
You're
Gets
kidding.
traded. I'm not totally sure who this favors. That is pretty good information. But this duel is so important. Yeah, if Beanox lost that, the round could have gone south so quickly. But now they have the site, they have space, they have control over a decent afterplan with the toilets.
You can
This
still
is
vote
not
it.
easy.
And because they chose not to go to B, you've got 2 players who are low. And you're right, Alan. This is not going to be an easy retake because of where the op is. But should it go down, it's suddenly game on. Resmoke makes it even more difficult, and the HE is good. Flashbang, not so much. Master's been forced off the angle, and Fnatic now on top of the garbage bins might have a place to fire in from. And now Frontsiders move past the dice. Will they be ready for Mari?
No.
Yes, they will be. It's right back to it. This is the problem. That information meant Reason could come back in position, get a good HE off, keep everyone so low that Eternal Fire is terrified. They're scared of that aggression.
No way.
You're kidding me. That is just a joke.
It's also the fact that they just play similar spots every round. And Antivirus has been here every round. It doesn't seem to matter. Of course he's going further forwards. That one was too much.
Molotov just seems like it helps the CTs, if nothing else. Eternal Fire are trying to make some space for themselves to be able to rotate and, more importantly, recollect themselves. But Spava's still on the A-bomb side with the AWP, and he's not been flashed off, not by that weak thing.
Slight window here where he is alone, but now the rotates are coming. That one kill was so important from Spava. Hopefully somebody can hold his toilet side. A bit frisky here. What was I worried about? What on earth was I worried about?
Maybe something to worry about.
Decent damage, but unless Beanox can win this round, it doesn't really count for much. The next round is last anyway. And I don't see how he clears out this many positions with 9 seconds and gets a bomb plant. Sionko just buys his time and he's won it. It's over. 9-2.
One of the first change-ups for Antivirus comes in the last round and a half. Is it going to be rewarded? Seems like it will be. Spava still playing cover out onto the left side of toilet. So Spava and Antivirus with this crossfire are just impossible to move past. And Incendiary will force Emor forward into a fight that he wins, sure, but a second that he's just not going to be doing anything for. Spava even goes out in the open, jump spots for the bomb. And now it's a rock which is going to give a little bit of cover, sure.
Spava, stop peeking, man.
He's not going to do that. Don't be ridiculous, Alan.
Stop peeking. He might actually have lost his team this round. He's made it unwinnable to now a chance. And all back towards bank right now would end this round. And Fnatic needs some help. They're still in 2 minds about where to hold. He's playing a one-and-done position. He could get hard cleared here by Calyx.
Shadow
Shadow
spotted,
advantage,
though.
though, is strong. So strong. Fnatic goes wide. Headshot. Why did I worry? Dominance. It's actually
Might be
working.
working.
I can't believe this. They've waited just long enough to sow the seeds of doubt. Spava's making some noise towards the banana side on A, and they've gone from what would have been a 4v4 scenario to a much more even. It hasn't panned out. They get massacred. That's a shame, because they did do a lot of the macro right.
But a single point of damage dealt is also really good, though, because now you can just go into M4A1 very straight up. Eternal Fire right now.
I don't think they're going to be ready for this. Short now beginning to be cleared. And they kill the boosted player. You joking? Oh my lord.
This is going out for more, and Calyx has revealed his position. He goes down
How
before
do
the
they
smoke
do it,
and
man?
blooms. Suwonko is going into the site. The barreled beast off frontsider might be taken down here by Moss, but Moss needs to go for a full 1 versus 5 ace clutch. He's relying on the players backing off, but he's going to be spotted and eliminated. Reason. They re-flash over for the boost very specifically, and they move out with intention to kill the booster. Obviously, you're not seeing things going that well 90% of the time, but that was the plan.
Mari could be dead here. He is.
Should be dead.
He is. Could be 2, and it is. This is cooked. Not even a match right now.
It is a massacre so far.
All they have to do right now is execute with full nades. Even if pretty much all of Eternal Fire are here, this is way too much to overcome. Need that long prong to get a little bit more advanced. That will help it. It matters a little bit. Beanox does find another, so they are thwarted a tad. But now the cavalry comes, and it's just Calyx, and they're staring down the barrel of 8 map series points. 85, 90% would have taken them to lose this group. Are about to win it. In best of 3s, on a wide variety of maps. Unbelievable. This already feels bad. These A guys are so isolated, and look at Sparva. They might have no idea he's this far advanced. Does get spotted. It's left eye for him. A little bit awkward, but finds his man. Now he needs this second prong just to crunch, and they do. Now they have the sight. Get the nades down. Hold the flank, and just plant for toilets, and this should be it.
Should Fnatic go down, maybe there's still a chance of a hit, but Beanox would have to hit a very nice shot on a great off angle, and he simply can't line it up. 12 likely soon to become 13. Reason Gaming will be the first team and the first seeded team to be coming out of Group C, going into the bracket stage of the Thunderpick EU qualifiers. Calyx and his 25 HP are going to be all but not Reason. Maybe the most dominant performance I have seen in many years of doing Thunderpick qualifiers.